Hello, I'm Magnus Ferrell. Welcome to Let's Fall Asleep Talking. I'm here with a very good friend of mine, Noah Nano Rinker. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Can we add like an applaud noise? It's going to be fun to talk to you about things that, and ask you questions that I probably wouldn't think to ask you if we were just hanging out, you know?
Sure.
I also think you have a lot of wisdom to share.
Oh.
Because let us remind everybody, the point of this show is to maybe pass down some useful advice and experience for people who are just starting out. We are, nowhere near where we want to be at the end of our,
We're climbing the ladder.
We're climbing the ladder.
But
I do think we have useful information to share with people who just want to start chasing their passion, whatever it is. If it's music, if it's
We're
pottery,
doing,
if it's whatever.
Dude, give me the clay, you know what I'm saying? I used to do pottery.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
It's part of my dude, I was going crazy.
You're lying. I've never heard of this in my life.
My parents, I know, no, I promise. My parents, so much of it has broken.
Not
but,
on the spindle?
Dude, I used to go crazy. It was part of I was part of this homeschool kind of co-op thing, and that was one of the things that a local pottery person. What do you call?
Oh fuck! What's that called?
What is it called?
What is that?
I can't remember.
Sorry, I'm finding my questions here.
That's okay. Potter. I mean, it is a potter. It's a potter. Okay.
Is
anyway,
it a potter?
Yes, it's a potter.
If
it's a
anyone
potter.
has an answer, please.
I promise it's a potter.
Okay,
Yes.
$100.
I used to go crazy, and me and the potter would make some wild stuff. But anyway, good times.
Oh, that's so fun, dude. Okay, cool. Let's get into. Yeah, what do we want to start with? Do we want to start with a little bit of your background and?
Sure. Just a short little for
first
the
of
people.
all,
For the people.
How do we know each other? We know each other through Ganyo, who
produces so much of Mr. Magnus's
we'll
music.
Put an image on here.
Definitely,
Just
image
Ganyo,
on screen.
Bang, no, Ganyo reached out to Noah with lo-fi beats when he was 15, right?
15 or 16,
Or,
yep.
sorry, you tell the story.
Yeah,
you know it better than I.
Gabe, who produces a lot of Magnus's music, hit me up when he was very young and sent me some lo-fi beats, and I didn't know really what to do with those. And
Wait, what did you think he wanted you to do?
I don't know. He just was like, hey, you want to work? And he said, I have a studio in LA, and I had never really been down here before. A year later, he sent me some amazing pop production stuff, and that's when I started coming down. And then he told me about you, obviously, and then when you guys started going to USC is when we all became friends. So now we're here talking music.
No, it was funny, dude. It was I knew about you for so long that when I first met you we met at USC for the first time.
Yes.
I think
back in the days of the bowl cut.
I think you were holding up a blanket. You were holding up a blanket to do vocals for someone. I forget who it was.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
But, yeah. Anyway,
dude, we makeshift
but it was
acoustic.
as if I already knew, bro.
Yeah. Day one.
Anyway, sorry, I'm cutting you off a little bit.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so tell me about what you do for those who don't know and what you're planning on doing soon. I know you have a lot of things in the works.
I'm an artist and a songwriter and occasional producer,
Only on occasion.
Only on occasion. Only on occasion. And I'm working on my first album right now. Actually, that's why I'm here in Los Angeles.
Dude, it's so crazy. It's so
it's
awesome, bro.
It's so cool. So much has happened since we first met. It's crazy.
I know. Well, what has it been? Are we approaching
4 years? I think.
4 years of jolly. 4 years of jolly good friendship.
Dude, it's crazy. Time goes fast. It's wild.
Yeah, but it does feel like we've been friends for a long time too. At the same time,
much time and many things have transpired for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still in the beginning of the liftoff.
Tell us. I think this is a very integral part of your project. And not to speak for you, but please tell us about your hometown.
Oh, yes.
And what it was like growing up and how it's influenced your music.
Dude, just outside of Shaver Lake, California, near Yosemite National Park, for anyone who it rings a bell for. Very quiet, countryside, family life, super chill. I think the quiet and just the natural atmosphere really shaped the way that I write songs. And when I really started to write a lot of the songs that have come out now, when I was making those in a vacuum kind of the silence, is how that environment was very helpful to me and helpful to the productivity and being able to like record videos to post on the internet that had the scenery of like where I'm from and like the roots of bringing people into my world was very helpful in the beginning of like starting everything. And it's gotten, I would say I attribute a lot of the success so far to like where I'm from and like the way that I grew up. But
dude, it's just you being you and like you're literally being yourself through music form.
Dude, I mean, that's like, I feel like authenticity is the only way to really reach people. And I mean, that's what I see from you. It's like you just have to get the music out. It's right here.
No,
it's right here. Yeah.
No, you can't glaze the host. You can't glaze. No glaze, bro. No glaze.
Stop.
But seriously, I want to dig deeper into where you're from. I feel like you have told me, and I can't remember the specifics, but you have certain tests and certain things that you have to bring your music home. And see how it, like I want to
the mountain test.
No, I want people to know about this. This is so
the mountain test.
Useful because it can apply to other things. You know.
Yeah, I mean, something specifically for me is like the music that I make, and a lot of the music that I've grown up listening to and loving. I would drive in the mountains while listening to it, and I feel like music for so many people is such a like. It's an experience where when attached to something, it creates a memory. You know what I'm saying?
How many times have you heard a song and it like fucking
takes you back?
Dude,
takes you
like
back.
You feel like you're 16 for just 3 minutes.
Exactly. And so much of that was informed by like driving through the mountains and listening to Gregory Alan Isakov or like John May. I mean, during COVID, it's like.
Do you have a John Mayer song that you're like, that's my nostalgia song?
Dude, just Love on the Weekend. Just it's a Friday.
What does that remind you? Like, do you have you see anything specific? Or?
Oh yeah, it's like going up remember the 4-lane highway that goes up the mountain?
Yes.
He's been there before.
I've been once, and I hope to be a repeat offender.
He has slept on the top deck of the pontoon boat.
The pontoon boat. We call it a different name. We probably shouldn't say.
No, we can't say it. But
Double-decker Jones.
It's the double-decker pontoon boat. Also listen to tunes out there. The lake is another great spot to listen to music. And I mean, now what I do is I try to take the new songs that I'm working on and do the mountain test, or just get in the car, drive, and see how it makes me feel.
Well, you've recently made a move.
Yes.
And do you have any other, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you're so sure of your artistry at this point that maybe the mountain test doesn't need to happen every single time.
Sure.
But do you have any other things that you do now that you're in a different place in Nashville, the old Nashville?
I mean, yeah, I spend so much time obviously in Nashville now, and I mean, just driving down to like Leiper's Fork and just hanging out. I mean, same thing, really, the car or the truck, and it's just like that is the medium, is like, how does this feel when I'm riding along? But now, like you said, it feels more of like a automatic. I can tell if something is worth chasing or not. Like when we're in the writing process of like. But yeah. Anyway.
The car piqued my interest because, like when you were younger, just starting to get into the, getting your little
my feet wet,
toesies in the deep end.
Yep.
You'd be like driving, because it takes about how long?
Oh
to get down to LA?
About 4.5 hours.
So
just that's my commute. That's my commute.
Just be going back and forth. So you spent like so much time in a vehicle. So that must be.
Yes. So there are two things that have made the way that I make music happen. One, back in high school, because I live in the mountains, my high school was 50 minutes away from my house.
You had to drive an hour?
Pretty much. So, no. It's like back and forth. So one way and then the way home.
Oh my God.
And all I did was listen to music. So it was a very focused listening experience for 4 years.
Okay.
And then obviously, there's so much thinking and listening, obviously on the 4.5 hour drive down to LA whenever I would come, which was quite often over the last few years. And so I would say that ironically, the time in the car definitely
Dude,
is
it's like
is,
very
is a
sacred.
huge,
It must
yeah.
be very sacred listening to tunes.
Yeah, and like
for
you get to know your speaker system, and like it's very nerdy shit. It's just like you
Harman
get to.
and Kardon, whatever it's
Yep,
called.
yep. I know the Bose, and
Yo,
I know it.
everyone, give me your favorite car speaker
audio
system.
listening
Your
system.
favorite audios that you, or sorry, yes,
Harman
your favorite
Kardon.
vehicular audio systems. Best one, I will personally rip out the Harman Kardon in my car and give it to you.
Yes.
It's the wrong name. I'm not saying
No,
it
it
right,
is.
but
Yeah.
Harman Kardon.
Harman Kardon. I think.
Okay. Well,
Some
I'm trying. I tried.
disregard. Anyway.
Cool. I want to get into, I don't know, more music talk here.
Yes.
And I think it'll get. I just want to talk about useful stuff for people to take away something.
Sure. I mean, we're in a unique position as we are
Right.
climbing the ladder of the music industry. That we're not on some high horse
No.
trying to be like this is what I know. It's
Right.
more of like we're seeing things and things are unraveling right before us. So
I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like the best way that I've thought about where we're at right now is like we've had some decent success and super cool things and cool opportunities, but if we wanted to just disappear and fall off the face of the earth, we kind of could
sure, of course,
right now.
of course.
Hopefully, you don't want to.
Yeah, that won't happen.
No, it's
that
not
won't
gonna
happen.
It's not
No,
gonna
no.
happen. But yeah, no. Tell me, if you had to give yourself, or for lack of a better term, anybody who's just starting.
'Kay.
Let's say, you can say music. You can say anything that has a similar path.
Okay.
One piece of advice, one actionable piece of advice that you would give.
Dude, I mean, the through line that I've seen as pure as possible is that you have to be almost stupidly obsessed with what you do, and you have to live it in your brain like everything is just going to unfold and fall into place, and you're just working towards, no matter what, making that happen. Like, I think you almost have to be a little bit delusional.
Yeah, you have
it's
to
like,
be delusional.
I'm from a town of like 1,000 people in the middle of absolute nowhere.
It's the fact that you've gotten to this point, like it's unreal. Like it's just
And
unreal.
it's a testament to my
Yeah.
parents
Yeah.
fostering my belief, but
Yeah.
also now looking back at like old videos of myself, I'm like, how did they ever not pull me aside and be
God.
like, hey dude, you gotta
Hey,
hang it up,
bro.
hang it up, bro.
Hang it up, bro.
And like, it's just obviously that's incredible, and to have people that support you like that is a beautiful thing. But I think personally, just like the intrinsic knowledge that like it is gonna happen, and you just have to steam down the track. So whatever it is for people that are chasing any sort of like just devoted passion, is that you just have to be sickeningly involved.
How much is belief in yourself? Like, can you pick out specific moments where belief in yourself has, kept you chugging along in times where it maybe wasn't so fun?
Sure. I mean, I would say when I was just figuring out everything, and like the day that I realized that I couldn't wait around for other people to like help me with things, and I sat down with Logic Pro and I like made my first EP and mixed and mastered it all by myself. That is the moment that I was like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then when at the same time, this is a EP called After Dark. At the same time,
Go listen to that. It's
shameless
fire,
plug.
bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Oh, if you ever see nature reels and you hear that, that saved my soul. It's him.
It's a song of mine, a harmonica riff that I made.
I celebrate every time it comes on. I go, yes, yes.
There's a video of a guy who's hanging his toe out the window.
Oh yes.
That has like 130 million views.
The hair is
and
on
it's
the
like
toe.
letting my hair in the wind of the car, and it's just a dude's toe hair.
It's so insane.
I'm sure many of you have seen it. Anyway, yeah, that was a moment where when I made my first EP by myself, and then I made a bunch of videos outside in my hometown that like brought people into that world. That's what, like, I describe it like everything was super chaotic, and then it just went whoosh, tunnel vision. Like just all of a sudden I could see straight down the path, and it is a very difficult thing to be swimming in a bunch of unknowns, but when you have that clear path, you can just chug away at it.
And do you think it's an aha moment for everybody, or do you think it varies from human to human in terms of like figuring out the thing that's going to make you successful in your passion?
Sure. I mean,
that makes sense.
You have to be wildly like aware
Yeah.
to know when something comes along. Like you can just let an opportunity or something just fly over your head if you're not looking for it or if you're not ready for it. I've always said like preparation meets opportunity equals success.
Go deeper in that, please. I'd like to just...
Preparation plus opportunity. So if an opportunity comes and you're not prepared for it, equals no success, or like it won't work out. But if you are prepared to meet the opportunity, something
the
good
door
will
can
happen.
be open, but you got to walk through it. You got to
Exactly.
walk through it. And
Exactly,
shut that thing,
dude. You gotta get there. You gotta get there.
Fun. Okay, wait. I have more. You mentioned your first EP and working in Logic. I would like to ask you some specific things about that. Let's
get granular.
Because if you've ever listened to After Dark, like it's a very professional sounding record.
Thanks.
And I say that to set you up. What do you have in the project? Like, what are your plugins? What's going on?
All right, we're getting granular. I like it. You
know.
already know because we broke it down.
Answer, yeah.
So yeah, I used. I wanted to limit myself with not buying 5 billion plugins to have to learn and stuff, and the stock Logic plugins already have so much power.
Yeah.
So I just learned all of those, like the stock compressors and EQs and all that.
Yeah, they work great.
And so for anyone who's a music nerd, I only used Valhalla Vintage Verb and CLA Vocals as the two like plugins that I bought.
And
I think like a $70 combination of those two. And I used a Sterling Audio ST151, which is a discontinued little condenser that I still
sick,
have.
That's really sick.
I still have because
keep using that thing.
I know it's really special. Whenever I record by myself, I still use it because it's like a $200 microphone, but it's like but it worked great. And I use a Focusrite 2i2 audio interface. And it's so cool because like big mixers have asked me like, how'd you mix that? And I'm like the adaptive limiter was the master. Like I mastered it with the adaptive limiter in Logic.
Yeah,
so I think it's funny that people like probably don't expect me to like have like a production knowledge based on like the music that I make, but it is fun to like kind of let people know that like it is very possible to crack open your laptop, learn Logic or any DAW at that matter, and just get after it and do it. But it takes so many hours, as you know. You have to
hours
be
of being terrible.
Oh
bro.
my
like,
gosh, you have to be so bad for so long.
Beats, bro. You gotta make. I have some medieval castle beats.
I've heard.
It's like storming the castle gate like type of beat. About to fire the arrows type of beat like that. Yeah, literally. But it's fun to be bad because then the whole point is like you get to look back at it and like I don't know, separating yourself from the music.
And then also the reason why his stuff sounds so good is because Gabe, who produces it, he was bad like never, but he spent his time learning Logic when he was like 12 years old.
Oh, so we have old cover. God, yeah.
So think about it. He got the dirty water out of the faucet when he was like 13 years old, and then he went on to become
dirty water out of the faucet.
Incredible,
it's amazing, bro.
So I mean, shout out Ganyo, absolute legend.
Tell me about what can we expect in this album? Like, for people who have already listened to After Dark, and for people who will listen to After Dark who haven't already, and then will listen to the album because come on, what can they expect? Is there anything different? Are there any surprises? Tell me.
I mean, it's crazy to be like putting together a like unified body of work that's like longer, because you think about it so differently. There's a flow and it's cool because I feel like a lot of the songs are really painting the picture of like current life and like what my feelings are about growing up. And I think so much is changing in life right now that it's turning into quite like a nostalgic piece of like
that's amazing.
Talking about certain textures of like feelings of my childhood and like how I grew up and what calling back some of those vibes. And like, I don't know, I just wanted to make like a very nostalgic piece of work, and I get to work with some of my favorite collaborators on it, and I have written most of it myself, and it's just really cool to be able to tell that story. And the sound of the music is becoming way more refined, and I think like becoming really specific to me in a sense of like, you know, it is by no means like a country project.
Sure.
It's very alternative in its nature, but I think that's what's so cool about it. And
it's interesting you mentioned that because you started in like pop kind of.
Yeah, like I would just make like pop songs for sure. And then I like found like who I really was in my heart as like a songwriter, and I realized that like those songs that I was writing by myself were a specific flavor, which were fun to record, and like the country side of the music industry attached to it.
Right.
And I was like, sweet. How cool is that? So I would, you know, go out on the road with Dwight Yoakam and some amazing friends that I have now, Ty Myers and Wyatt Flores and Sam Barber, like just the goats.
Killers. And
so it's so fun to be involved in that side of the industry. But I feel like all the young people in country music are all it's all very like alternative.
Yeah.
Not very really many of them are like right down the middle, like yeehaw twang, you know?
Nah, dude, I when I listen to your stuff, I'm not like, I don't think it's country at all, really. I mean, it's obviously it fits, but I hear it as folk pop.
Yeah, exactly.
Like homegrown, as I feel like
it's a singer-songwriter project at the end of the day, just with like a kind of like a sophisticated production approach.
Right. Yeah.
And John Buscema.
It's John. shout out the old John Buscema.
We had a good time at Stagecoach.
I love. Where is he now? I wonder what.
Where is he now? Wow, that could be a whole other story. Just Stagecoach. Wow, yeah.
You think he like knits? I feel like he knits. Like he sits in a.
Oh yeah.
In a
nice
his free time,
cottage,
and we don't know where he is.
No.
He knits. Yeah.
When he goes on vacation to Canada or wherever he goes, he definitely brings his knitting needles and.
What a baller, what a baller.
Or no, he might do, you know, the big crochet, like the thick, super thick crochet.
I was in knitting club in high school.
No way.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
I had a crush on the girl there, so I just kept going to knitting club.
That's insane. That's amazing. So good.
I couldn't whip it out if anyone asked me to. Okay, we've come to the end of the show. Before I end it though, I always like to ask the guest one final question, and that question is, if you had to share a saying or a quote to the internet, to the world, that you feel like could positively affect someone or, you know, change someone's thinking, what would it be?
It has nothing to do with music.
It doesn't have to be.
It has nothing to do with music, and I think about this all the time. We have nothing but the present moment. Yesterday, you will never be able to get back, and tomorrow you have no idea what it's going to be. All life is a series of infinite, like, present moments of right now. And so all you get is now. So try to be as present as you possibly can. Observe your life. Live your life from your eyes. And just, oh, man, yeah, that's it. Just live in the present.
Each day is a gift. That's why it's called the present. End.
Wow.
Scene. Wrap.
Wow.